Rice. A lot of cultures know rice. In fact, rice feeds a lot of different people, and it has for a really long time. And it comes in brown rice and white rice. And before we get into all of the differences, we're going to put on a pot of brown rice to have it cook so we can then have it ready by the end of the show. With 2.5 cups of water boiling, we pour in 1 cup of brown rice. And you kind of pour it in slowly so it doesn't clump together. And you stir it once. And by then, it will come back to a boil. You turn it down to low. And you put a lid on. And you time it for 50 minutes. And when 50 minutes gets there, then you look at it. You don't peek until then because you let all the steam out. And that's really important. And that's why I love the pots that I do this in, because I can look from the side and see what's happening. Of the two kinds of rice, white and brown, the real difference is that on the brown rice, it has taken away only the husk. The germ is still there. On the white rice, the polishing it has taken away the husk, taken away the germ. And that makes a big difference. But it is different in another way. If you're going to store it for a really long time, you want white rice. And if you're going to feed cultures that have the need for white rice, then you need to have it so that they can put it aside, because the brown rice doesn't keep for very long. White rice has to have some of the nutrition added back to it at the end of the processing. They add B1 and B3 and the iron because they have lost that. Now that's not all that the rice has lost. The brown rice also has the bran for the fiber, and it has the germ, which has an oil in it, which allows us to have more oily stuff, and that's the reason why the brown rice won't keep as well, because it has the oil in it. Now the other thing that they don't add back to the white rice is magnesium, and that is something that the brown rice has in it, which is very good. So it kind of has to be decided whether you need to keep it for a long time, years, or if you need to keep it for a short time. And both of them can be frozen as a grain as well as a cooked item. But the brown rice, just know that the brown rice won't keep as long. But for most of us here in the United States, the brown rice is the best. And now I'll go get the pot because it sounds like it's finished cooking. Our time is up. So now we just take the lid off and we hope this, there it is. It is beautiful and fluffy. So let's take it over to the counter. And here we have the brown rice. It doesn't look as brown as it did before, and it's not as tasty as some people think it's going to be, kind of a harsh taste. It's not. The only thing that's different in it for the cooking part is the amount of time that it takes to cook. It takes almost twice as long. And then when you finish cooking it, you need to let it sit for about 5 minutes to absorb any liquid that was in the pot afterwards. Now, I know some people have rice cookers and they cook it, they buy pour-boiled rice, but the best thing to do is on the stove top is to cook it all the way, because it releases all of those essential oils that are in the rice. For the brown rice, I wouldn't use the rice cooker or the microwave. But for the white rice, I would use it because it doesn't matter as much. Of course, that's the one that takes the least amount of time. So it's just a matter of doing it. Now what I like to do is I like to store them, I like to freeze them, and that way they're always ready for me to use when I'm ready to use rice. So I hope you'll try rice, I hope you'll try the brown rice, and I hope you even will try the white rice when it's appropriate, because rice is really good for you.